Nah, when we're on, when
Oh,
we're on.
we're
Oh, we
live.
are
No,
Okay.
no, no,
live.
no. We're not live yet.
Oh, we're not.
It's
You have to
it
let
said that.
Lisa know that we're live, and then they'll push us. Oh, maybe we
Oh,
are.
what? No, I
Oh,
think we are. Oh man. Okay. I think we're live. Yes.
Ah,
Okay. Well, hello everybody. Oh yes, we're live. Okay. 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 Let me start over. Run it back. Run it back. Hi everybody. My name is Trish, and I'm one of the co-founders for Urban Anime Lounge. In the anime community, everybody knows me as the King. In the social media world, I go by Trish Tears. Tears is for I'm a horror special effects artist, and I love horror everything, especially anime. And I'm from Michigan, currently in Texas. So for those that don't know, Urban Anime Lounge is a social community and brand dedicated to the Black geek culture experience. So we pretty much connect all Black geeks from all over. And as you see today, I'm joined by my team, and we really all over. So thank you, HBCU Con, for having us. And I'm going to turn it over to the panelists to introduce themselves, as we are going to be talking about today, or arguing today, about why your faves are Basura. So go ahead and turn it over, starting with Pat.
hey everybody, I'm Patrick, also known as Dice Black Dice 0123 on most social medias. I'm a moderator for Urban Anime Lounge from New York originally, but I'm stationed in Florida. I'm a voice actor, Twitch streamer, martial artist. So I'm just here to tell you about why your anime choices may not be as good as you think. Happy to have you.
Thank you, Pat. Chelsea.
Hey everybody, it's Chelsea, aka Coco, aka Astronym. I'm one of the co-founders for Anime Lounge. I'm hailing from Houston, Texas. You know what you people, not me stumbling over my words. I'm from Houston, Texas. You know we be fucking.
I heard fucking.
Oh,
Bucket.
hey, yo.
Man. Yeah, I'm the illustrator for Urban Anime Lounge, and I'm the artist on team. Uh, I'm just here
Yeah,
to tear up y'all nerves. Like I'm a chaos junkie.
very chaotic. Thank you, Chelsea. Crystal.
All right, so hi, I'm Chrissy Mott, or you can just call me Chris. I'm one of the mods for Urban Anime Lounge. I'm from small, boring Delaware. Don't ask me about it. I've been watching anime since I was a kid. That encouraged me to live in Japan for 3 years. I used to work for a Tomei company, used to be a frequent person at manga expos. And yeah, if you got any questions about anime or manga, ask me.
Thank you. Thank you. Tamika.
what's up? My name is Tamika. I'm also known as Kiryu Hime on pretty much everywhere that's not real life. I help run the local anime convention here in Nashville, Tennessee. It's called MTAC. Check it out. It's pretty amazing. I love Pokemon. My favorite anime genres are sports and isekai. So if y'all want to talk about that afterwards, please let me know. I'm more than happy to. And I'm just here to hopefully take the back of some of these shows that they're going to be tearing apart because I love all anime.
Thank you, Tamika. And then last but certainly not least, as he gonna make sure we know that, Kim. What's up?
Yo, as she said, my name's Kem, aka Fat Star, aka number one admin, aka one of the co-founders of Urban Anime Lounge from New York. So definitely not hat fishing today, but maybe I am.
Why didn't you do the year? Ain't that what y'all do?
The year, and then
Are you
for
really from New
and
York?
Nick, I mean, all New Yorkers do that all day, man. Stereotypical, but
Mm,
I do IT basically, so all the computer shit, the back end for your Urban Anime Lounge. Then I'm a videographer, and then I edit videos and DJ. I'm nice. I'm getting nice. That's me.
You
Thank you,
already
thank you.
there.
Well, thank you everybody, definitely for being here, of course, because as we all know, and especially in the Black geek community, we love to argue about everything. So that's what we're here today. But I do want to put a disclaimer for those watching. We're not convincing you or trying to convince you not to watch these shows we about to tear up.
Mhm.
We actually do want you to watch them. They are pretty amazing. We're here to pick, challenge your anime fans' perspectives, find flaws and why these are your faves, because we all know anime be having problems. So we here to expose those. But
Know your
do
resolve.
absolutely watch.
Don't DM us later, mad under your
Yeah,
burner
we don't
account.
want no hate mail. We don't want none of that. But listen, it's a lot of faves out here that's just trash.
Man, at me. I'll deal with the smoke.
It will not be answered.
You
It
go
will.
ahead.
I'll
Then.
look at it.
Listen,
It'll smolder.
I like to argue. Go ahead.
I slander Sailor Moon in front of the movies. I'm here for it.
Oh,
Oh.
Coming up,
Oh.
obviously about the Moonies, but you already know what I mean. I'm going to support. Okay, I'm not the Moonies. But let's go ahead and jump before we even get there, because that's a really we not slandering Sailor Moon on this. It's not even a part of our faves that we're doing. We already know how y'all be.
It's none of
So
our faves.
we're gonna jump in with the first question. Just to really talk about popularity and with the mainstream anime. So basically, Chelsea, do you think that the popularity of a show has skewed the audience view of it with being good or bad? Is it based on popularity or
I think it's a mix of things, but I definitely think that the media pushes what's popular. And I say that, like, if you don't see it come up on like Kotaku or IGN or who even like video games, anything pop culture related is skewed by how it's presented in the media a lot of the times. I do want to start with Naruto as the example. Now, man,
fire though?
Naruto's been going since I was since I was a kid, basically. And I work in a school now, and the kids today still talk about Naruto. Like Naruto has transcended generations, just like Dragon Ball. Like we're still seeing Naruto come up in fashion. They have a shoe deal now, like stuff that wasn't existing when I was younger. And while I don't think the show is like the pinnacle of shonen or even the pinnacle of anime, I think that uh, not just the media, but the community has really pushed Naruto to the pedestal that it holds. Um, in that case, I don't think so much that the audience is skewed so much as that anime really made a name for itself for what it contained and what it did. Naruto kind of changed the game with its world building. I don't think the story is all that amazing, but I do think that it's Kishimoto, right? The mangaka
Yeah,
Kishimoto did the
Kishimoto.
damn thing with
Hmm.
that world building and that character. Like I didn't think ninjas were more than like people who dressed in those black like ninja suits you see at like the Halloween store or something. Like I didn't know what a ninja was until I saw Naruto, where he took it, he built that world up with all kinds of dynamic people, dynamic races, different like villages and everything. And I think that is probably the most amazing part of Naruto. So much so that Naruto is more popular than Boruto, which is for this generation, which is crazy to me.
Ugh.
Why would
Boruto. Ah.
why would Naruto not be
On
popular than
Boruto, they
Boruto?
do not like Boruto. But in
So
contrast to that, something that I'd say would be pushed by the media that is also not objectively good is Pokemon. Like Pokemon, growing up, Pokemon was great. Like I thought, like Ash Ketchum was the Jesus of anime at the time. And then like as I got older, I was like, no, this man really just be losing all the time.
He's the worst trainer. Like
and then he released all his strong Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like, why are you doing that?
you watch it back. Like I remember because I teach out of school. I was like, oh, we should watch. Like for example, I was like, oh, we should watch Shaman King. We should watch Pokemon. Like some like kid old classics. We watched it, and I'm like, this is not as good as I remember it being. Like I was like, okay, turn this off. Like this is not that good.
Pokemon
It
is
also-
definitely carried by Nintendo, like these games and these trading cards and everything. So it's skewed as good because of the extracurricular stuff that comes with it. And I'd say the same thing about Yu-Gi-Oh! I think Digimon is the superior story between both of those, like as far as old school.
Digimon over Pokemon.
Yes.
Digimon has a way better
Story-wise?
storyline,
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
Well, let's just say fuck the story. Pokemon the first movie versus Digimon. Who you choosing?
Pokemon the first movie. Sorry.
Pokemon.
No, wait.
Yeah,
No, but which one where they went into like that cyber world or whatever?
See,
Was
you
that
even
two?
you even know which one it is. See, look at that. Pokemon.
can we actually talk about
Rest my case.
how Brock They made him out to be a fuckboy, but can we talk about he was fine back in the day? That's what
For
I was.
real.
I don't know about that. Wait,
I
hold
don't
up.
know about that.
Why
That's
do
a
you
little
choose
side
to
note.
expose
That's just
yourself
like,
to things like
like,
that?
Okay.
because he's a man that takes care of his family. I mean, come on, that's attractive, right?
They say so. Chelsea, you definitely brought up some good points, and I just want to reiterate, okay, that Naruto has transcended generations. So I just have to have the people hear this because it's always a lot of hate. Now I'm not saying that
Naruto has overtaken Dragon Ball in popularity. Like that's insane.
it
And
has.
Dragon Ball is one of the grandfathers of shonen anime. Like the formula, the entire formula or whatever. I'm willing to give Dragon Ball that prop. I have completely other big issues with Dragon Ball that might or might not be addressed in this live, depending on where the conversation goes. But I have to give it to Naruto. Like I have to crown Naruto for that.
Yeah, and we can probably all agree Dragon Ball trash.
No, it's definitely not
Yo.
trash.
I agree.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
Dragon
Dragon Ball is
Ball
not
is
trash,
not
but
trash.
Dragon Ball Z
Tra-
the Super is doo like
It's
dog.
nowhere near as good as a lot of people think it is. Let's
Well,
just be out.
Dragon Ball?
Action. If you
All
want
right.
action, go ahead. Oh, sorry. You're right, Crystal. Thank you for saying it.
Dragon Ball, yes.
masterwork. Z starts fading.
Starts
nothing but
good.
flash colors and pretty energy attacks that you just wanted to see a different spin.
First off,
don't lie to yourself.
Super is giving niggas what they were deprived of from.
What are they given?
For 20 years, niggas was deprived. Niggas, yo,
what are they getting? What are they
not
getting?
remember? You not remember in 2008 they came out with like, yo son, Goku is back, Dragon Ball, and the internet lost their mind because they thought Dragon Ball was dead, and the streets been wanting mad Dragon Ball. And then Super came by what 5-6 years later. Like Super,
they didn't change anything. Goku still did Goku is the same.
Goku's
he started.
That's all
he has not evolved as a character. He has not developed in any way. All he's done is gotten stronger.
That's called developing. That's
not by your logic. No, Goku was growing. He was not developing.
Here we go.
That man been the same. Listen, fight me. I don't care if the world burns. I don't care if the universe
all
goes.
All of his friends in the entire world in danger on a regular basis. That man is a terrorist. He is a terrorist. He is a menace to society. He needs to be excommunicated from life.
But they tried. They already tried numerous times. And he comes back.
Death is a joke in the show.
Nobody really dies. Like it's just
like a roach.
Yeah. I mean, we could drag Dragon Ball all day, but you know, for that one actually wasn't even on our list to drag, but you can't have the panel.
Yeah, what we should be dragging is My Hero Academia because that's the definition
of
popularity of shows.
We're gonna wait on that because we have a wheel for everybody. Well, you won't be able to, but we're gonna I'll talk more about that later. My Hero is definitely gonna come up. So let's go ahead and jump into question number 2. And Crystal, I'm gonna start with you. So, what anime, if you took the power, popularity, and all the hypeness away from it, would basically fall on this face?
First thing that comes to mind is 7 Deadly Sins. 7 Deadly Sins. Like, I remember when I first started reading it, because I started reading it first. I was like, okay, this is all right. Like, I could see this becoming a big thing later on. Then it just starts going downhill from there. And I get the hype, like everyone started watching it, like everyone discovered it, but then I'm like, it's just not good. Like I don't even remember why I started reading it and invested so much time.
Because it was good in the beginning. It had a interesting cast, and then it just got broken with Melodious and all his constant power-ups and like the hacks of it. But I think it really went downhill, I think, for season 4 or 5 or whatever. The one that had the shittiest animation, that's when the switch was flipped and people were like, this shit is garbage.
Y'all know
that was like 3, right? I was early on.
No, that was 4.
Was it not 3?
I think it was 4.
You said it started off good, Kim?
Yeah, it did start off good. It started off good.
I thought it started off good too.
I honestly don't remember why I started watching it or reading it.
Like it's a shonen anime.
I started watching it because it was like before it officially like got picked up by Netflix. They were like showing it at different cons to like hype it up. So that's how I heard about it. And so I initially watched it at one of the cons, and then when I saw that it was picked up by Netflix, I just instantly started.
It's the
I would
pervy
say
shit for
I
everyone
started
that
watching
like
Seven
them off.
Deadly Sins because it was being talked about, because there was hype behind it. And I watched it and I was so disappointed. I was so upset. Like, I wanted to go and flame the threads about Seven Deadly Sins. Seven Deadly Sins is so bad, Netflix got lazy making the rest of the season. Like, I can't get down with the predatory stuff that Meliodas does. The main girl, whatever her name is a
Oh, you
complete
mean the
damn
perverted
disaster.
shit?
Like,
Yeah.
every character
Like
is
not extra though.
I don't like the way they tried to like justify it. So
Yeah,
then like the
they try
fans
to
started trying to
justify it.
justifying it. And that's the
Man.
worst thing. Like if they're a bad person, if they're like a pervert and they're a bad person, like don't try to mask it as something that's okay. That was my
Right.
biggest thing.
A redemption and like development away from that is completely different from trying to justify, because that was like something they did in Twilight, wasn't it? Where like
Yes. Yes.
the werewolf guy was like, yeah, Renesmee is my future wife, and like
Oh
followed
yeah.
the baby around. Like, that's weird.
Yeah. And then they were like, oh no, it doesn't have to be romantic. Like, no.
We not
That's
gonna
not okay.
come.
But yeah, this ain't a Twilight panel, so I'm not gonna go any more into that.
But
Trish fixing the face to say something.
But for me, let me see. For the back on topic to the question at hand, I'm gonna say, let's see, Blue Exorcist, Death Parade, not Seven Deadly Sins, Death Note. Death Note is another one that
Yeah.
drops on its face. If you take away you take away the power of popularity for Death Note, at like episode 15, the shit starts falling apart.
No, it does not.
If you
Yes, it
if you
does.
leave out that whole
like
other half of Death Note,
near mellow situation.
yeah, if
agreed.
you left that out, perfect.
Okay, but that's not. But it's not because it's the hype. We can agree. You see how I do like to push the panel towards my bias. We can agree that Death Note is a great story.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay,
No.
I like the idea. I like the premise. The premise of
the premise, the concept.
So to me, that's not popularity at that point, right?
No.
It's a great story. Like Seven Deadly Sins is not a great story.
See,
it's not great animation.
No,
Death
creating
Note
like
had a
typical like
story.
trying to like break into like the shonen space with things that don't like fit that jump model. I love things like that, and Death Note pretty much like trailblazed that era of just going outside of the grain. So that's why I liked it.
You see where Death Note falls apart at is the decisions of Light and how the story plays out. That's when it starts breaking down.
What you supposed to do if you got nosy people in your business? If everybody's minding their business,
I'm a god. Peasants are trying to take me from my throne.
That's not the reason why it went downhill for me. That's not the reason why.
It went downhill because, spoiler alert, Light was a bitch. He's a shitty ass main character.
I do want to throw in an anime that was hyped by the media that was complete. It shouldn't have happened at all, and that's Platinum End.
Agreed. I mean, same creator.
That was hyped. I mean, like I'm talking about, I saw articles about this because it was supposed to be an offshoot of Death Note. Like they
noticed the connection.
Nobody was like nobody named like the mangaka. Like they were just like from the creators of Death Note. Like that was definitely hype train.
Super hype train, and like that. What was I even watching?
We all thought it was gonna be good. Like we really, as a team, we were like, we're gonna watch this as a team.
We have a first look spotlight on that too. Like we all gave our opinion on it. Like we was putting it above Ranking of Kings and.
Oh yeah, we did put it above Ranking, didn't we? Oh no.
For those, okay, as we have said in the beginning, like we do want you to watch the anime we talking about. Don't watch Platinum Man. That's one.
Yeah, that's the one.
Don't waste your time.
And don't.
I'm telling you right now, like you think it's gonna pay off. It's as someone who watched it to the end, someone who's read it to the end. It does not.
Slow
burn. Does
not
pay off. It slow burns and then it fizzles out. That's it. Yeah.
Watch Code Geass before you watch Death Note, because Code Geass is a superior show.
I mean,
Code Geass is like similar vein. Like yeah, and it is also really good.
It's
Yes,
way
I mean,
better.
yeah, I mean it's great. We not bashing that one, Kim.
Yeah,
No,
I wouldn't say it's a better Death Note. It's just also like they coexist. They're
they
both good.
they coexist, but one is clearly superior. One is not trash. One is not
Yeah,
Okay.
overrated
that is
by the
not
fan
trash.
base.
Okay.
But you should
Okay.
watch Ranking of Kings if you haven't already.
Yes.
Chelsea
Mm-hmm.
already
Please.
just jumped on.
Ranking of Kings has nothing to do with either of those two shows, but like it's
Exactly.
amazing.
So basically, y'all already kind of push forward to our next question because let's do a quick before we get into the true argument that's going to happen. Let's give a recommendation, for others that's not popular that they need to be watching. So since we talked about Ranking of Kings, definitely check it out. It looks goofy. It don't look like it's gonna be good, but it's so good. It's just got it has everything you need for your starter pack anime watching. So definitely check that one out.
Do not put that in that bucket like that.
Well,
It's
I
way.
mean, okay, it's good, but what you can do is watch our lounge reviews. Go to our YouTube, Urban Anime Lounge, and check
Yes,
out
sir.
our full review of Ranking of Kings. So we'll go more into detail with that. But quick, say what genres, the two genres you like, and then give you a recommendation because I forgot to say that in the beginning. So,
Oh,
Kat, let's start with you.
wait. Do the what
So,
do you want? What do you want
I
tolerate
want
slander for? And then your genres.
your two genres, your favorite genres for anime you can't live without, and then your recommendation. But quick though.
Okay. So I will say that personally, I don't tolerate One Piece slander. Just don't do it. I ain't gonna hear it. You might think it's long. I'm gonna catch you up real fast. Don't worry about it.
So,
So you,
shonen is your favorite genre.
No, I didn't. I
Oh,
didn't say that.
He's like, slow down.
I'm a whole
But
copy
my
of
favorite
the
genres
channel.
happen to be isekais and fighting enemies.
okay.
It's a
Yeah.
kind.
So, your recommendation was One Piece or because
No, I just don't tolerate slander for it.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, what's your recommendation that's not popular that people should be watching?
Black Lagoon.
Okay.
Okay.
But that one is getting kind of popular. Let's see.
Is
Is Black Lagoon getting popular?
I keep
It's
seeing
like
I keep
that.
seeing it on TikTok and stuff now. I think someone
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
TikTok
Let it get its spaces.
If it is getting popular, don't worry. I got some for you. Megalobox.
okay.
Seeing
All
that I
right.
do like fighting anime. If you love good story, good score, an anime where the side characters have their own development and are important, don't just get swept off by the main character's journey and whatever he's doing. Megalobox, boxing anime. Check it out. Great first and second season.
definitely some dope recommendations right there. Okay. Who's next?
I'll go
go.
next.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Chelsea.
oh. Okay. So my favorite genres are horror and seinen. My recommendation is going to be Golden Kamuy, which is a seinen. And the reason why is I like that weird shit. Like I like when the characters are just off in their own ways. I like off the beaten path type stories. I like when I love when the main character is about that action. And there is no
Mhm.
talk, no jutsu in Golden Kamuy at all. Everybody about that action. It's
Can I say
action. You got
one thing?
action. You got fighting. You got comedy. You got some gore. Yeah, it's a little gory,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
not it can be a lot of gore. But it's definitely one of those shows that it's easy to watch and it's fun. You find somebody to like in every episode. So
And it's
definitely watch that.
historical. And
And
it's
it's
historical.
Mhm.
historical too. Sugimoto
Mm-hmm.
is a goat.
Sugimoto. That's
Yeah.
my boy. That's
Let
my
me say
boy.
one thing about Golden Kamuy. I think it's becoming more of a trope with some shows, but the fact that they sit and dissect the meals that they have, I always love seeing that. I feel like
Yeah,
I wanted to go and have some chitty top as they was just sitting there, was cooking up all these broths and stews. I was like, I gotta go find me some of this. That's all I wanted to say.
Golden Kamuy definitely highlights the Ainu civilization, which is an indigenous tribe somewhere in I think North Asia. So kind of around Russia, China. They're a little spread out. I don't know it off the top of my head. I'm not like a geography buff or anything, but they are a dying tribe. Like I think that their language is dying out and everything, but it definitely highlights them in a way that makes you interested to learn about that culture, which is very important because I think indigenous tribes deserve all of the attention ever. I mean, they were They have
Yeah.
the history. So
100%.
definitely check out Golden Kamuy. And yes, Real Ninja Reviews just pointed out it does have a pervy side. That's for us. That's for the ladies.
That's a
That's
good
for
point.
us.
Oh,
We're
what you
down
talking
for
about?
it. Let us
Huh.
have it.
All for us.
Really?
Eat it up.
You guys get their thing,
Eat it
we
up.
get ours. So
So
if
the
Yup.
you
other
guys,
fan
Eat it
service
up.
you're okay
so if you
with?
want the reverse
Okay.
version of what the guys
We
get
ain't
with the
we
fan
ain't here
service,
for the Seven Deadly fan service and all that.
Y'all
Okay.
like that Golden
But look,
Kamuy fan service. Okay.
I said quick, y'all, quick. But
oh,
100% I love Golden Kamui. So yes, 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 yes. Crystal?
All right. I would say, okay, I do like shonen. Shonen, I am a shonen buff, and I like slice of life. I do recommend Kekai Sensen. I think the English title is with Blood Block
Blood,
Brigade.
blood,
Bloodline,
blood block.
Yes.
Bloodline Battle Blockade. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, yeah.
Battlefront Blood Block. Whatever.
I like the
That
Japanese
last
title
word is not
better.
in there, my boy.
The Japanese title's way
I know the
better.
Japanese title.
Yeah.
Shit killed him.
Kekai Sensen.
Yes, Kekai Sensen, I love it. It's kind of wacky. It's one of those like episode by episode type of stories. Then it kind of all connects in the end. But if you like wackiness, good action, good characters, all characters get their highlights eventually, especially the main character. The main character is not conventional. His powers is like he has the god's eye. But he's kind of like he's considered weak in a way. But he's not like an annoying, weak character that you see that's crying all the time and everything like that. He does develop, and he doesn't get a power up, but you see him develop where he has courage. So I really like the story in that way. So yeah.
Yeah, those some good ones too. Thank you, Crystal.
Mm-hmm.
Tamika.
Okay. My two favorite genres, as I said earlier, are isekai and sports anime. I love them both to a fault. I will watch them even if they're terrible all the way to the end, just so that I know the full like scope and range that these genres are capable of in terms of quality. So they're the only two genres I'm pretty much ride or die for like that. One thing I will not tolerate is people slandering my crybaby shonen pro tags. Like, let my boys cry. Like let Asta, Tanjiro, let all of them be sad. Like they deserve it. Let Deku be a little crybaby. Let that be his true
No.
quirk.
First
Okay.
off, Oscar don't be crying
Not
like
on my
that. That
time.
man is working.
He could cry in the
every
manga.
time.
He could cry behind the scenes, but not when it's 23 minutes per episode. He could cry later. Show me crying in the end credits, but not during the main screen time during my time when I'm watching it.
But and so the show that I would recommend is probably Birdie Wing. Birdie Wing is airing this season.
Fire.
It is very underrated for everything airing this season. Everybody's watching Spy Family and stuff, and I mean that's fine. Spy Family's amazing, but I wanna save some room in your heart for like Birdie Wing and stuff like that. It has a very strong like female driven cast. It has just the right amount of like mystery action, and like the compelling idea of using the underground like golf scene to like make a better life for the orphans that she's taking care of. Yeah, I love that. So that's what I would recommend. And yeah, check it out. It's currently airing, so there's not even a lot to like catch up on.
So that means you got one a week.
Yeah.
I take away my slander for Birdie Wing. That shit almost had a tear in my eye last episode. I was like,
I need to check that one out, Birdie
I'm
Wing.
showing the emotional side.
I was like, whoa.
All right,
I
Kim.
thought this shit was trash.
Kim, what you recommending?
Oh, well, I never actually told anyone my genres, so I had to research it, right? So my genres are mystery, mystery, supernatural, sci-fi, and psychological, and mech. Those are my animes. Those
Mech.
Never been your.
First off,
I thought it was supposed to be two.
well,
Right.
I don't
Yeah.
follow no. I don't. Niggas know I don't follow
Quit
no
taking
direction.
liberties, boy.
I think he went mech, and then all of those like in mech.
Nah. Well, true, but like mystery, like Steins Gate is like one of my favorite animes, and Steins Gate is pretty much all of those minus mech, pretty much. So like that's like my cup of tea for like the animes that I always just fall under.
Okay.
Like Ball 2, like what you wanted me to say? Shonen? You want me to pull up here like my name is Rome? Yeah, I love Shonen.
First
Dragon
of all,
Ball,
do not slander
Dragon Ball
Rose.
GT, Dragon Ball Super.
Okay, well, I mean, you do love Shawnee, though.
I don't love Shonen.
Okay, well, fine. So
I
you said
literally dunk on it every other day. I just
okay.
the only
So
thing
then you got mech and about 5 different genres combined.
yeah. So like
Okay, so what
I
you
won't take no
recommending?
slander for One Piece either, or Steins Gate, or Run with the Wind, or
Okay,
Konosuba.
what you recommending, Kim?
Konosuba.
Okay. I, Fat Star, never follow the rules, and my recommendations are as follows.
Not the S at the end of recommendation.
Brother, just
I will recommend y'all, if y'all really trying to step up y'all game, to watch 86.
yes.
Okay. All
Yes,
right.
okay.
All right. All
Watch
right.
Summertime Rendering. Watch watch World Trigger. Watch
Yes.
Out Taxi. Watch
Yes.
Rent a
Oh.
Girlfriend. Watch So I'm a Spider, So What? Wise
Watch
Man's
some.
Grandchild.
Watch Slime.
No.
Why is this grandchild so basic?
Knights and Magic.
Kim.
Why did you have a list?
Iron Blooded Orphans.
Okay, Kim.
Brother,
And Outlaw
brother,
Zero.
brother,
There you go.
you're
And
gonna
what
have
was
to add
what
them
was
at the
last
chat.
one?
They can at me. I'll help
What was,
anyone.
what was the last one, Kim? ReZero?
I'll know a Zero. It's like a mech.
Oh, I'll know a zero. Yeah.
With Slane the fuckboy. You would like Slane, actually. That's like up your character trope. You love fuckboys. He's a fuck nigga.
Kim
He's
Kardashian.
very
Wow.
he's very garbage.
Yo.
I
But-
like misunderstood characters. That's all.
Yeah, he's very
Okay. Yeah, me
misunderstood.
too.
But I want to highlight Summertime Rendering is out this season. Or well, actually, you probably can't even watch it. It's not streaming anywhere, unless you're watching it from the other. Like,
Well, I'm from Japan.
Sail in the seas.
yeah, so you don't have to wait on Summertime Rendering. But definitely check out Odd Taxi. That one's super lit. And then all the other ones Kim said, yeah, they're good. And 86.
86 for
Real
real.
quick, real quick for me, horror, of course, and you know I love a little good shonen, so here and there. But I was gonna suggest Ranking of Kings, so I'll just say it again. But I got Darwin's Game, Fire Battle Royale, being put into a game type joint. So definitely watch that one. And I'm gonna say my second one right now is Case Study of Vanitas.
Yes.
It is
Yes. Yes.
vampires and battles. Like it has some beautiful ships in there.
They are so beautiful. Why is everybody in the show so attractive? It makes no sense.
I'll say it's some little romance in there because I do love some little romance while people get murdered and everything. It just makes it so much better. And it's voiced by Zeno Robinson. So shout out to Black voice actors. So I'm gonna jump into the wheel now. So y'all can.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
Here we go.
before you jump, imagine if I said one of my genres was romance. Would y'all believe me?
No.
Nigga.
I mean,
Listen, my boy, I know you got a heart under there. I would believe you. I would believe you.
Ryan showed up to the party.
No, your heart is cold as ice.
Listen,
Wow.
So I will say, okay, we have a wheel. So we got to be quick now because we've been talking it up and, but this is where the real argument's happening. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 popular titles on here. So I'm going to spin this wheel and we're going to talk about it. I wish y'all could see it.
we can hear it though.
we can hear it.
So
Barely.
I have on here. Oh, wait, that was the suspense. Over there. Okay, I'm mad this one came up first, but it's good because it's out this season right now. So, real quick, I have Shield Hero, Attack on Titan, My Hero, Slime, Demon Slayer, JoJo's, and Jujutsu Kaisen Zero, the movie, on here. And the first one up is Shield Hero. Trash.
Oh.
Trash.
Well.
Shield Hero is absolutely trash.
I wouldn't say the Shoe Hero's trash. I'd say it's like mid.
Oh, so
Mid.
it's just mid. You have a fire first episode, fire-ish second episode, and then it just floats here.
I don't think it's bad. I feel like where it's going now with the second season that's airing right now, I feel like it's got a strong season ahead of it, but I don't feel like it's blazing any trails.
Nope.
It was supposed to blaze trails. It came
I
out.
wanna
Isekai was
say-
hot.
Shield Hero looks like every isekai ever. The characters look like recolors of other characters from other isekai that I've seen. None of them are inspirational or different or particularly interesting. So
Spoken from the artist of the
It's
group.
basically Final Fantasy 1. Pick your character class and let's go. Except they have a
okay.
wasteful ass shield hero.
Shield
Imagine
Hero
like
could have just been a what's those visual novel games that it could have just been that.
Wow.
Oh, so it just could have been like a
Yeah.
choose your adventure type deal, or like an Otome or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maple is the only hero of the shield I accept. Those that know.
Yeah, yeah. If you know, you know.
Who's,
We do love
what's best girl's name?
You talking
Right.
about
Raptalia.
yeah.
And yes, she
Yeah,
not tired now.
Raptalia is pretty much the saving grace of Shield Hero, honestly. That's the reason she was the only one that won an award when that show aired back in 2019.
Yeah.
Exactly. That shit was overrated. And I hate it because I had to tag 200 people to that shit weekly.
Here we go. Here we go.
And I refuse. Like niggas was, I tagged them. I'm like, this is the most basic episode I've ever seen. And niggas was like, yeah, this is the greatest episode of all time. I'm like,
it was to follow. I feel like Shield Hero definitely was one of those that was with popularity. Without that, definitely falls on his face.
Also, if you wanted,
it kind of came around at a very convenient time because Isekai was kind of popping off. Like it came at the very beginning of the Isekai pop off because now all I see is Isekai anymore. So
see, like how Kim feels about Shield Hero is how I feel about Wise Man. I feel like Wise Man is literally like the most basic isekai I've ever seen in my life. It's not like terrible. It's not like Ragnarok and the Blessings of Einjahar, but like it's very just basic. Like I can't remember the main character's name. I can't remember any of the characters' names in the show. I can barely remember the storyline.
But you remember he's OP. That's all you gotta remember.
I remember he's OP and he got like one waifu, and that's like literally its only saving grace is that he did not like succumb to the harem. He was just like, I got one wife and that's it.
This is Wise Man.
Yeah.
See, we gotta get back on track. I'm spinning the wheel. So we all agree Shield Hero trash.
It's garbage except for Tamika.
It's mid.
It's mid.
Everyone says it's garbage and you saying it's mid.
We got Slime. Let's go. I ain't watched no Slime now. So.
All right, Slime. Well, Slime.
Yeah, here we go.
This is
Slime.
your love for it, right?
Slime gets hate. Slime gets hate. Yes, it does. Because it is slower than, well, you guys are used to watching. You're used to watching shonen. You used to watching mecha, action. When Slime has his action, it has his action. You know what I'm saying? When it has its slow moments, it has its slow moments. And listen, I be streaming it. I be streaming farming simulators and stuff. I love all that shit. I love RPGs. That is what Slime is like. It's for that audience. So if you don't like it, you're not really the audience they're trying to,
literally, yeah, civilization like building style. Like people sit there and like they'll I guess because Slime like they expected it to be more actiony, but then they'll watch like a realist guide to raising a nation out of debt, which is literally like barely any action at all. They're like watching this dude do taxes, and they're like, "This is the best show ever. I love this isekai." And like, what? I mean, like, I love that show, but I love it for what it is.
Slime is the only isekai that, like, because I don't know yet. I haven't seen all isekai ever, but one of the only isekai that I actually like, and that is because of Gopta. Gopta was a joke character that was made.
That's the thing. That's the thing about Slime. Slime is like they have their comedy, and then when it's time for things to get serious, their comedy also gets serious.
Right.
So you've got like Gopta, you've got like what is that lizard guy? They are seriously powerful people. Yeah, they're actually seriously powerful people, and it gets shrouded by like their humor until it's time to fight, and that's what I love is that they're all viable.
Listen here. I'm gonna be toxic. I guess I'm gonna be the toxic nigga. But you're gonna notice a trend that any show that I'm forced to watch and tag 200 people to every week for years on end, Slime, season 1, fire. I get it. It was good. Season 2, but that last season that just aired, that 12-episode season, this only redeeming factors was this nigga saying Kamehameha, fighting the dragon.
I hope Capcom made their money.
He said, "Sure you can."
It was 3. That whole season of Slime was 3 good episodes, my nigga, and nothing but slow paced town world building.
To you.
Listen. To me, watching a isekai action anime, action. I'm
Okay.
watching these niggas shake hands and have these long ass 4-hour conversations about how they supposed to be a United Nation and shit.
That's what
Nigga,
it is.
So
That's because it
I
is. It's
got
the building of a nation. That's literally the whole point
Yo,
of the
you could build
Okay.
you could build that nation in the background for 5 minutes, my nigga.
Okay.
We could have got
No,
we could have got
no.
the
It's
same.
it's about world building. It's about building a civilization. It's about every character getting developed, not just the slime. That is what the anime is
And
about.
My man.
I think that Rimuru actually stays static. Like Rimuru is a very static character, but that allows the other characters around him to be very dynamic and contribute.
Yeah, that's
that
nothing.
he develops because of the
Alright, y'all.
characters around him.
Oh,
All
okay,
right,
okay.
y'all. We off of slime. You hear the wheel done popped off.
Oh.
But we can sounds like we can agree here that only Kim
Agree.
thinks slime is trash.
Oh, okay.
So,
So
Yeah,
me.
that
We
part.
should agree.
I'm the only person that gave it a 6 out of 10 on my anime.
that's what's
list.
up now. Top
Hater.
tier, 10 out of 10, best everything, Attack on Titan. Amazing. That's all we got.
Amazing.
That's all we got.
Overrated.
That's it.
Overhyped.
No.
Amazing.
Dragging it.
Amazing.
Stop.
I love it. I love it. It's a show that, like, when you go back and watch it the second time, and I have, it's a totally different show, and I
Yep.
love that.
Those are the type of shows that I love. Like you watch it again, like, damn, I didn't notice that detail, that
Exactly.
detail.
Mm,
That's what makes it. I won't give it a 10 yet because I don't know the ending, but I'll give it a 9, or 8. It's going to be in history.
It's gonna it's defining.
yeah,
It's
'cause all the hype
it,
y'all giving it.
it is an
Yeah.
era defining anime. Like when it's finally over, yeah,
What
it's
era
still
is
gonna be
it
talked
defining?
about.
Life, nigga, everything.
Yeah.
Listen, it's gonna be an era defining, all right? The fact that they're gonna stretch out the last 40 chapters for
doesn't
10
matter.
more
I'm
seasons.
cool.
That's not the show. That's the
That's the thing, though. But like,
blame-
okay,
That's all a part of it. That's all
Yeah.
part of it.
No,
Let's
well,
hear from
but I
Pat.
mean, that's not the fault of the material. You understand? Like,
That's
in my
exactly the fault of the material.
okay,
You can't say
But
it's the
that's-
last season and now you have 3 parts of the last season.
But
and
how
a movie coming.
is that the mangaka's fault? That's not his fault. He wrote the story.
thing
He
about
wrote
it
that
is-
fire
he wrote a
story.
great story. He
The
wrote a
thing
great story. That's it.
Kim really can't give no real reason why it's not a 10 out of 10. Besides, he just don't. He mad because all them years we had to wait and it was slow at one part, but that's fine.
I look at it as a whole, and I look at what they put us through since 2013 Attack on Titan been coming out.
yep.
Okay,
And that
You
shit
watched
wasn't always
One Piece.
good.
It was slow, like season
Excuse
3,
me?
part 1, but like it's gone.
Don't compare Attack on
I'm
Titan.
just saying if you can watch One Piece and go through the whole thing like this, and for years, that time we've spent with Attack on Titan and having to wait on a hiatus and all that stuff, that's fine.
One Piece was coming out continuously.
Okay,
That's the
anyway,
difference.
Attack on
So-
Titan be story. Okay, good. And then it's one action part to hold you over for 4 more parts of story.
One action part.
I'm not coming at the story.
What do you have against world building?
It's
I
not
feel
that
like
I have I guess world building, but like, come on, like, kick the pace up, my nigga. Like, some episodes of Attack on Titan is like, why am I sitting here?
I mean, we had to get them through the training.
Like,
You just want them to go straight out. They was already
Yeah.
fine.
If we skipped all that that build up, if we skipped all that build up, you will say the pacing is off because it's too fast. It doesn't make sense. So if we
Yep.
skipped all that part, it wouldn't make any sense in the first place.
That's the
It'll
thing.
be-
Like, think
It'll
about
be
it. Like how fast.
Tamagotchi game. Tamagotchi game is trash because of the
Trash.
pacing.
Do not watch.
It's-
it.
It's trash.
listen, y'all niggas is giving Attack on Titan all this clout because the animation changed and it got way better. With season
Nobody
3
knew.
or 4?
Nobody cared about the animation
Yes, they
change.
did.
That,
Yes, they
but
did.
that didn't change what we
Yes, it
felt
did.
about it.
When I can't say the nigga name, but when Levy was
Levi.
fighting,
Levi.
when Levy was fighting Kenny,
You know, it's a whole jeans company called Levi, right?
That whole action scene, that whole build up, that was probably one of the best seasons of Attack on Titan to me. Because
I mean,
like,
yeah.
it was a good balance of action, story progression, and building. Whereas lately, it's just like a lot of story, and hints,
What you
and then
mean
like a
lately?
small action. Huh?
What you mean lately? Like last
Lately,
year?
like the
Oh, no,
last-
that was
the
all
last-
action.
The last 3 seasons that's been drawn out, my nigga.
No, okay.
Like,
So
I can't spoil it, but like for the niggas that know,
we see, and I'm just gonna go ahead and give it the 10 out of 10 for Titans being able to swim. Okay, that's
Okay.
across the ocean. I feel like
Don't nobody want to see that. That's
Everybody has
horrifying.
development. Titans.
That is absolutely
My
terrifying.
nigga Kirstein, he getting his development. I'm like, oh my god,
Okay,
I'm loving everything.
we can agree that story is just out this world. Despite some slow moments, whatever.
The
But
story's good,
10 out of 10.
but it's not a 10 out of 10.
All right.
10 out of 10.
I'm gonna let y'all choose which one y'all want to tear up. Mine.
Demon
No.
Slayer.
Don't do. Oh
Nah,
God.
spin the wheel.
Demon Slayer.
No, spin the wheel. Spin
No.
the wheel.
Demon
No, do
Slayer.
Demon Slayer. Do Demon
I love
Slayer.
that. I love it. Demon Slayer just
We can see
immediately.
the fire in Chelsea's eyes. You're not
Okay,
ready for this.
We're doing
No.
Demon Slayer. Look, the wheel
I ain't
won.
even here. I ain't even
Okay.
here. I ain't even here. The
Demon
wheel
Slayer.
spin.
Look. Demon Slayer.
You
Okay.
fraud.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, let's tear it up.
Demon Slayer is hype because of UFO Table. UFO Table has done the Fate series. If you've seen any of UFO Table's anime, you know that this is a consistent style for them. Like, there is nothing that UFO Table is doing that's revolutionary or different from anything that they usually do. Additionally, UFO Table uses a lot of stock images in their CG animation. Like, if you pay attention to the backgrounds in Demon Slayer, like, they be using the same shit for the same scenes. And I know it's to save money and time for animation. Trust me, I get it. But people have put Demon Slayer on this pedestal as this immaculate anime because they like the animation? Come on now. That last fight with Tengen, that's the same shit, the same choreography you see in Dragon Ball Super. Like, Dragon Ball Super fights look just like Demon Slayer fights. I don't understand how y'all have boosted this anime up into to like the pinnacle of animation when the storytelling is just not there. The storytelling is so linear and predictable and constant. Like, there's no surprises. They're not pulling any stops. The only thing that's changed is that now I know that at some point a Hashira is either going to get severely injured or die in a fight. And Tanjiro gonna stay crying. He gonna stay simping for the villains that he just killed. Nezuko gonna come out that box and save him so Tanjiro can get that second win and come back and beat the ass, which isn't even fair in the first place because it's like you have a whole OPS system in the box.
Chelsea been waiting to expose you.
Listen, you have these goons, they don't really change. Like, no, there's no real character development. The only thing that happens is that they get stronger and the abilities change. Other than that, you know what's gonna happen. Like, there's no surprise. You can't be surprised.
Okay, Chelsea.
It could be bad. It could be bad or whatever, but it's still, to you, according to you, it could be bad, but it still beat Attack on Titan that 1 week during the charts. So that's all I care about.
It's a hype train. It's a hype train.
It wasn't
in the episode that beat Attack on Titan that day. That wasn't even a good episode out of that whole season.
What, the Attack on Titan episode was trash? Yeah, I know. I said
no. The episode Demon Slayer beat Attack on Titan that day. I watched the episode, and what was hype about it?
It was the final finale of a shonen fight for a shonen anime where niggas fight,
and it just ended, and it was like poof. It was just like that. Like, it wasn't.
Chef's kiss. You know what happened? What was Eren doing? Eren was doing. I'm not gonna spoil it, but Eren was doing some fuck shit.
That was a fire episode. That was a fire episode.
But on the charts, which one won?
Because of hype.
Right.
Attack on Titan was the hype. Last season, Attack on Titan was the hype from day one, episode 1, from the start.
Do you know what Eren was gonna do? Do you know what Eren was gonna do in that episode? Because I knew what Tanjiro was gonna do. I knew exactly what
I knew what Eren was gonna do. Some bullshit was gonna happen in Attack on Titan.
The demon was gonna die. We're all gonna see their backstory. We're gonna feel sad for them, and then that was it.
You hear me, Kim? Eren keep you on your toes. The mother Demon Slayer. I mean, we just walking straight.
Tanjiro kept me on my toes too for a lot of them fights that he was fighting that season. I will admit
he's not gonna.
Last season was dragged out. It should have been 7 episodes or a movie.
A movie.
UFO Table, or what you want to call them, put their foot on the neck and they animated. They gave niggas movie class visuals in a seasonal anime where we're used to seeing Boruto, Naruto faces, like all wonky and shit.
That was
shit.
Talk about the Boruto face.
Moving images.
The Boruto
that's what niggas is used to seeing 7 deadly sins all the time. That tier of animation with their anime. And when they
No.
get that Demon
That's
Slayer,
reality.
Don't take one season and make it like the norm.
Dragon Ball
You
Super.
make
I
it one
saw it
season,
when Goku was fighting Jiren.
Exactly.
I saw it when Goku slid on that energy beam and blasted that bitch in her face.
Listen,
I saw it
Beautiful.
when they were fighting Broly. I saw it. I seen this already. This ain't nothing different. This
listen,
ain't nothing different.
It's
that's
a
like
shonen. What
the
you
round
want?
is over. The round is over.
It's a shonen. My nigga, like
Demon Slayer, please watch it. It's a great starter anime for everyone. Definitely watch Demon Slayer. It is beautiful, but don't
Like-
expect more than what
like,
they're.
no
Than
one's
what it
calling
is.
GOAT. It's
We
an 8
are
out of
not-
10.
Let's go ahead and jump into My Hero so we can keep making people mad. And then we're gonna do a quick on JoJo's because we really at time almost. Okay, so My Hero. Let's talk about how that's truly trash.
Another one that I've been forced to tag niggas in for the last 7 years.
Bro, who be
Season
nailing
two.
you on the cross for these lists?
It be niggas like Glenn and others in the group. They be like, yo,
Wow.
the next season of My Hero Academia is gonna
Because it is. It
Because
is.
it really
ready for
is.
this? And then the next season comes and these niggas is training in class. These niggas is sitting in the classroom.
They're in school.
With the recap.
What do you expect? What do you expect?
5 seasons of niggas in the classroom. I know they in there.
They are
They're in school.
children.
They're children.
They are
Oh my
children.
God.
They've been in the they've been in the classroom.
That'd be like getting mad at like Haikyuu because man, every time I'm watching the show, they're playing volleyball. Like
volleyball is different than them in class. Like they doing what they.
It's literally in the name. It's academia.
I'm watching niggas play and throw paper balls and have tee hee ha 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 in class. My nigga, while the villain is doing God knows what, and I'm seeing this shit. Don't get me started on the pacing.
But they're children though.
It takes 3-4 episodes for the fight to start.
You don't see Team 7
and then they
in the
drag
class.
that shit out for 2-3 episodes badly. My Hero is just
They was
one
trained to
plot
be
point.
assassins though.
It's one plot point per season. That's how you look at My Hero Academia. If they supposed to fight this one villain and it's 24 episodes, you know what they gonna do for 24 episodes? Train, build up, go to school, have these tee hee ha 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 moments, do some filler ass missions, and then they're gonna start breaking into the villain's hideout. They're gonna start searching for the villain, and then
that is.
You don't believe in realistic growth and development. I get what it is now. You don't believe in building generational wealth as slime. Okay, you don't believe in going. People got to be in the gym to train. You don't believe in practice. You just want to be straight to the money.
You want me to believe this? What's the nigga's name from JJK? The nigga that's buff. You want me to believe a 14-year-old looks like that? But
they can.
But this is where you draw the line at.
Bizarre.
According to JoJo's.
According to JoJo Bizarre Adventure.
I just want My Hero Academia's pacing to speed up, my nigga. It's 6 seasons now. 6 seasons. This nigga just got 5 powers. He just got some moves. He just learned how to control himself.
By your logic, it'll be 3 seasons, no development. All for one to be on his back by the end of season 3, and then no more show. No more show.
Listen, y'all fooled me 4 times already, and I stopped. Niggas said season 3 was gonna be fire. It wasn't. Niggas said season 4 was gonna be fire. It wasn't. Niggas said season 5 was gonna be fire, and it wasn't.
You didn't think season 4 was fire?
Was that the one with Mero? That's the only good part. One of the good parts when he was watching
the whole first half with the Yakuza and stuff. Like
that was good. That was good.
All right, we gotta switch.
Compare the 5 of season 1, My Hero Academia's 13 episode run to the rest of the series, and you see what I'm talking about.
So what I'm hearing is that My Hero is cool or whatever, but it's low-key kind of trash. But that's just my take. God. Super quick, we literally only have 3 more minutes, technically. So, real quick about JoJo's and super quick. Is it worth the hype? Do y'all need to watch it? Because it's a cult out there on JoJo's Bizarre.
If it ain't for you, it ain't for
you. Need to watch it? Yeah, need to watch it? No. But
need to watch it.
I don't recommend it to anybody, but like if it comes your way and you give it a little gander and you enjoy it, definitely.
I'm gonna say it took me like 3 tries to really get into JoJo. Like you see, I'm wearing JoJo today. It took me 3 tries. I got to part 1, no. Started over, got to part 3, no. Then I started again, and I went through it, and I'm a fan now. I'm a big fan of JoJo. So I don't recommend it, but
I will say, as a JoJo stan, it is not a need to watch, but it is worth watching.
Exactly.
Like
Am
it's not a
I?
need to watch. You don't need to be on the hype train or anything for it because it is a hard watch, especially early on. But
I,
you don't absolutely need to
Yeah,
watch.
it's definitely a show you need to fall in love with first. But then
I,
once
Yeah.
you're there, you're there.
I think season 5 is the best season. The first season, it depends on how you look at it. It goes. The second season, Joseph, I think that's the one.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
second JoJo.
the best
Yeah.
He's
one, the best season,
he
the best
carries.
season.
That's the second best season after 5, but he
Yeah, we can't
carries
go.
the
We
whole
can't.
show in his
Tim,
back.
we can't go through all the seasons,
But
but
season 3 is filler. Season
it's
3
worth
is
the watch. I just watched all seasons of it. 5 is definitely the best. A lot of filler, a lot of craziness, but it's fucking bizarre.
and
So
4 is good.
that's what we have.
4
It's
has the best
bizarre.
music.
You go into thinking that, and it's good. So those are our main things that we had to argue about. I'm sure a lot of y'all could disagree, agree. That's fine. But we will say, and we have agreed as a team that Jujutsu Kaisen actually gets it right. So
Yep.
it's that anime that's gonna get it right. Now the movie that came out was a sleeper, like
Debatable.
user.
Yeah,
Debatable.
not
Not the goose egg.
The movie was good. The movie was
Movie
good.
was
Okay, so
good.
we
I
Chelsea
like the
got the
movie.
goose egg right there.
You just fell asleep because you're bad.
I mean,
I like the movie, but like it, you definitely don't need to watch the movie or read like the those chapters to understand why the first season is as good as it is and why we would all agree on that it does everything right.
Yep.
okay, I can take that. I mean, maybe I was just sleepy or whatever. I don't know, but I hear a lot of everyone thinks it's great, and then you got a few of us that think it wasn't needed. So you can do what you want, but we do know JJK is fire. So definitely check that one out. I want to say thank you to everyone
wait.
for watching. I want to say shout out, of course, to Urban Anime Lounge. Follow us on everything. Thank you to my panelists here. And of course, HBCU Con. Thank you, thank you, thank you for having us. We are official partners with HBCU Con, so we're super excited about that. A lot of great panels going on, especially in person. Wish we could be there, but we got two of our team members, co-founders, there in person, going to be doing their own panels. So again, check everybody out. Follow us, HBCU Con. We thank you, and that's until next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye bye.
I'll say
Bye.
before we leave
Oh.
that if My Hero Academia had the JJK pacing, it would be a way better anime.
It would.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Minus the recap.
True.
Just cut out that sitting in the school training shit and show me niggas fighting, my nigga. I want to see the rest. And that's the thing too. I don't even care about the other characters no more. Just show me Bakugo and Ice Nigga and Deku. That's it. And the heroes. That's it.
No-
I don't care
no
about no one in
generational
class
wealth.
A. I don't care about no one in
No
class B
training.
no more. It's
What I
over.
forgot
I
to
lost my
say-
care for them niggas.
What I forgot to say is unrelated. Follow us on Patreon. Subscribe. UrbanAnimeLounge.com/ wait.
No,
No,
it's
that's our website.
patreon.com.
Patreon.com/Urban Anime Lounge. Make sure you we got all the original content and we back on track.
Or just Google it like a
All
normal
right.
person would.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Onomatopoeia.